A pleasant day to everyone. In the video, What is Civil Engineering? I have learned that civil engineering is the major that involves the building of bridges, dams, roads, tunnels, buildings, pipelines, and even aircrafts and spacecrafts. I have also learned that in the first few years of this course, we are going to take the same classes and learn the basic fundamentals of this discipline. However, there are subfields that we are going to take in the last 2 years of this course, and we are going to focus on that subfield that we are going to choose.
The subfields of civil engineering are the following. Structural engineering. It is about calculating and understanding the forces, strength, stability, and so on within a structure. For example, in bridges, skyscrapers, landmark, and spacecraft. This subfield is the most math-intensive and has lots of physics. It is a broad major. These engineers often work on the computer and use software for their design. As a structural engineering student, you would take the following classes: reinforced concrete design, structural dynamics, seismic analysis, bridge engineering, mechanics of materials, timber structure design, and so on. Next is geotechnical engineering, which is about studying the behavior of earth materials like rocks and soil. This major is very important because geotechnical engineers make sure that a structure is constructed on the soil that is even and can stand with it, so that it will not fall, sink into the ground, or lean to one side just like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Your career as a geotechnical engineer will be working in the field where the structure is going to be built and collect soil samples on the area for testing that can be also possible on the field using cone penetration testing. You can also work in the lab where you would do the testing on the soil after it's been collected. Or you can work on the computer and input the different types of soil from the various locations at the site so you can digitally lay out the area that the structure will rest on. Elective classes of this subfield are geotechnical earthquake engineering, slope stability analysis, analysis of deep foundation, and so on. Next is water resource engineering. This is about the design of systems to manage human water resources. Your career as a water resource engineer could work on a water treatment facility, designing dams, pipeline, channels, or a canal, which is an artificial waterway to transport water for irrigation or can be used for ships and boats. You could also design a culvert that will allow water to flow under a road or other obstruction. And also a storm drainage system, where is all the water gonna go and how will you get it to the ocean efficiently. Elective classes include coastal hydraulics, open channel hydraulics, and so on. Next is transportation. It is about the safe and efficient movement of goods and people. These engineers design streets, roads, highways, railroads, public transportation systems, and even airports. This is not a very math-heavy subfield because it is more about taking data and analyzing it. This engineer has to look at the kind of demand from a new development that would possibly cause new types of traffic throughout the area. The engineers will try to optimize how the new development impacts existing traffic. They could work to the geometrics of the roadway, and they will evaluate potential improvements to cities in terms of transportation. Your career will involve a good amount of computer work. You might have to create layout of new lane, off-ramp, bridge, and etc. Or you could use software to analyze and stimulate traffic.
In this video, I have learned the main subdisciplines of my course and had a glimpse of what works I will be doing in the future depending on the subfield that I will be taking in the next years. By the way, this is Clarilyn Fajarito from BSCE 1 Block 3.